applying their teachings in our life. Let us begin this session with the universal invocation. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom, O hidden light, shining in every creature, O hidden love, embracing all in oneness, may each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Thank you. So, we have been studying these letters from the Masters of Wisdom, Series 1. And we were studying letter numbers 30 to 42. The study is being directed by Brother Pradip Mahapatra, National Lecturer of the Indian Section and Program Director of the Committee for Propagation of Theosophy. So today we will be taking up study of letters 39 to 41. I welcome Brother Pradip ji and request him to begin the study.
Thank you, Vibhaji. We'll start with but I am sharing my screen. These are the points which we read and discussed in the last two sessions. Part 1, that is relating to these letters written to Laura Holloway, Laura C. Carter Holloway, and Brother C. Jinaj Dasa, who is former international president. He quoted from a important persons who was working then at Adair as a secretary of archives. So what she wrote, which was quoted by C. Jinarasa, letters for those who are preparing to tread the path to the masters. As we all know, there are paths, different paths for different students, and they are going in a different direction, and ultimately they will reach in a particular place or particular destination, which we can say nirvana, moksha, salvation. Different names are there. But here, preparing to tread the path to the masters means the inner founders who are guiding the Theosophical Society as well as a whole humanity. If we reach nearer to them, they will guide us, they will help us in our journey to the ultimate aim of the humanity. So that is the first point. Then second is try to learn, Mahatma told us, try to learn to stand firm on your legs. Initially, what will happen, if we are not firm on our legs, we may swayed by air or water, by mundane world, having some illusions, etc. So Mahatma mentioned that you should be firm on your legs. Then third point, what Mahatma requires from us, particularly for the from the humanity as well the members, as well as the members of Theosophical Society, we should always have a calm, even contemplative state of mind, not the medium-state passivity, active, passive, So we should have a very contemplative state of mind, fitted to receive psychic impression from without. That means not from self or within the self, but from outside. That impression we will get. We have many books to study, like our Puranas, Shastras, theosophical text, other texts are available. But we are not able to understand uh, immediately. Some very clear to us, some are not uh, not able to, we are not able to understand those points. So if we remain calm, if we in contemplative state of mind, then we may get some impressions from without. And second part is, if we remain so calm, contemplative state of mind, then we may get transmit ones from one from within us, we will get something. Then fourth point, then Mahatma clearly given instruction, advice, so to say, spending a certain fixed hour or hours each day, all alone in self-contemplative writing, reading, purification of your motives, correction of your faults, planning of your work in the external life. The more we'll uh, in the path, the more we fix a particular date, sorry, not date, time, and do all these things: self-contemplation, writing, reading, purification of our motives, our faults in a daily life, then planning our work for the external life. Then slowly, slowly, we will be nearer to them. Then Mahatma, last point mentioned, that we should not be eager for instruction. There are many questions. Of course, there was no such question in during the international convention this year. But I heard several times people are asking whether we are getting still blessings, whether Mahatma given any instruction, many types of such questions. But there is no clear instruction as was given in the past 7 years to the members of Theosophical Society. Now the instructions are coming in a different ways to the different peoples. They are getting inspired by the instruction, by the reading of books, by the Mahatma letters, etc. So here Mahatma given a instruction, don't be too eager for instruction. You will always get what you need as you shall deserve them as per our um, requirement, as per our quality or per our capacity. We will get whatever instruction will given to us. Means whatever idea, instruction, inspiration will come to us as per our capacity. But no more than you deserve, able to assimilate. Important point is that which is given to us, we are able to assimilate, nothing more than that. So this is the part one. We'll go to the second part. The last, there is another important point: self-reverence, self-knowledge, self-control. These three alone, uh, the three alone lead life to sovereign power. The extreme danger of the self-will when it is not regulated by three above mentioned qualities. Small self, we are all aware of in theosophical text. There are small little self, then S capital, then all full SELF. So the worst danger for us is at the level of our personality, which Mahatma always mentioned. It is a passing light, flash. In one of his letter, he mentioned it is a flashing light. So but we are giving more importance to our personality, and we are more guided by the self will, means our desire, which is full of passion, emotion, all these things controlled by 10 indriyas. So, so it should be regulated by self-reverence. I have given last time a car example. We should have a respect for our vehicle or our bodies, which are consist of different cells. Self-knowledge, we should be aware of that knowledge, and also control of this, so that we can reach the final stage, which is the sovereign power. When one must be at, if he reach that level, he is one of the most powerful person in the world. Then Mahatma mentioned the duty of what is the duty. Then, sorry, friendship, personal feeling, gratitude are no doubt noble feelings. But duty alone leads to the development you so crave for. So duty is the most duty of member of Theosophical Society, to duty to the teacher, our inner founders, due to your brothers, neighbors, and the life around you. All are expecting duty from us by simple advice, simple compassionate submission or utilization, whatever possible on your part, you serve. That is your duty. But here Mahatma mentioned friendship is another thing. Personal feelings are the gratitude are given to us, we can pay gratitude. But the duty as a Theosophical Society members is paramount important for us. That is required when you aware of your duty to the humanity, duty to the inner founders, duty to the Theosophical Society. And in the mundane world, while we are working for the Theosophical Society, there is no difference between the family, friends, etc. So we can uh, combine together, we can help each and everyone, whether in family or in friends, while performing the duties. So, Brother Tim Bird, this convention mentioned that whatever you are doing, constructing a house, maintaining garden, writing an article, as well as performing your duty, serving the society in whatever manner possible for you. But you should remember that the one life is everywhere, and you must be aware of that oneness of life. So that is duty. Then the greatest consolation in and foremost duty of life, child, is not to give pain, avoid causing suffering to man or beast. That is another important point. So while performing our duty, we should be aware of that we are not going to give any kind of pain to any life. And to here Mata mentioned man or beast, those who are not with you. There are many people who are against you. So by our action, feeling, thought, we shall not give any kind of pain to the man around you, to life around you, even the beast, Mahatma mentioned. So now we'll start today's study and contemplation of this next session. It is letter number 3, addressed to H.P. Blavatsky. What I am going to this time I am going to do is I will read everything, then I will try to explain what is the inner meaning of leave her. It is addressed to HPB because HPB sometimes given direction to Laura Hole. Laura is supposed to be another medium, which is going to be, it was a plan, he's going to substitute Blavatsky. Blavatsky refused to be another medium to receive instruction in form of letters. So HBB given some direction. So Mahatma mentioned here in this letter, letter number 39, leave her strictly alone. You have no right to influence her either way. Whether she goes or remains, her subsequent fate is in her own hands. I cannot answer the same questions over and over again. I said to her, Mahatma mentioned, he informed earlier Laura, try and say, shall say no more. Try, the word always we will heard that repeated is a try, 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 try. So he may tell her this, that for one so emphatically determined in some of her moods, one who asserted often that she was ready at a moment's notice to go to Tibet in search of me, Mahatma, saying, here I am, will you teach me, master? If only she knew, she would thereby gain the knowledge sought. She acts with remarkable inconsistency. The total slide, consisting of three important points, is also applicable to each and everyone who are attending this program. We are always giving advice to others in a spiritual matter or other matters also, if it is not our responsibility. So Mahatma mentioned Blavatsky, leave her strictly alone. Leave Laura Holloway strictly alone. Then you have no right to influence her either way. Means either you are helping or not helping, or guiding, not guiding. So Mahatma mentioned Blavatsky, don't influence her in any way. Whether she goes or remains, whether she was planning to go to USA or to remain in India or to go with you to England, goes or remains, her subsequent fate is in her own hands. So the uh, the work we are doing, whether to proceed in the spiritual path or to remain as it is where we are, it depends upon us, and the fate. If we are not doing anything, the fate is will naturally give us. So here, see here, Mahatma mentioned, I cannot answer the same questions over and over. Repeated questions, Mahatma, they will not give any answer. Then further Mahatma, third point said, I said to her, try and say no more. You may tell her this, that one so emphatically determined. Actually, Laura was very eager. One moment he is very eager. She wants to go to Tibet, like this. Here it is. Who asserted often that she was ready at a moment notice to go to Tibet in search of Mahatmas. Here I am. Will you teach me, master? It was the version of either thought or at a words level. It was the Laura's voice. Here I am. Will you teach me, the master? If only she knew, she would thereby gain the knowledge sought. Means knowledge of knowing the truth, ultimate truth. Mahata here given a instruction. She acts with the remarkable inconsistency. So whatever Laura had been doing at that time, it was not appreciated by Mahatma. And he mentioned that it was full of inconsistency. So that we should be aware of. We should be consistent in our attempt. Then we will go to the next slide. Slide. Yes. Next slide is, it is a magnetism, the coming letter and the one received, that upset her. Sometimes we are disturbed by many outward things. And some are interested for magnetism, some are psychic power. All these things create disturbance in the spiritual path, in the spiritual journey. So Mahatma mentioned, I did not want seem too hard to forbid all intercourse for the time, and these are the results. So Mahatma mentioned that the uh, point, the way we should be uh, travel, and we should be our next important point. If she has not learned yet the fundamental principle of occultism, occultism is our occult science, spiritual journey, spiritual path, आध्यात्मिक रास्ता मार्ग भी बोलते हैं. You can say, what is the fundamental principle of occultism? That every idle word is recorded as well as one full of honest meaning. Uh, she ought to be told as much before being allowed to take one step further. It is equally applicable to us each day, each moment. If we observe our thought, observe our emotion, observe our words, how much time we are wasting, how much work we are doing which has no meaning at all. So it is also recorded, whether thought or word, feelings, everything recorded in the Akashic record. Also the full of meaning, honest meaning. So Mahatma, everything is recorded. For those who are, for others it is different thing, but those who are honest in their journey to the masters, they should be aware that every idle word is recorded as well as one full of honest meaning. I will not tell you her future. Here, Mahatma uh, knew what is the future of Laura. Nor Blavatsky also. Blavatsky also aware of that. What is her future? You know it is against the rules. So uh, all, either Mahatma or Blavatsky, they are aware of the future of Laura, but they are, as per the rules, they are not permitted to disclose it. So we'll go to the next slide. Anyhow, you must not regret the 3 months relating to this same letter continuous of it. Your and our own effort, I am Master M's time, wasted in the case. If it all ends in failure, you will have helped. The only sufferer will be herself. I regret it deeply. So whatever 3 months they try to prepare Laura Harley to become another medium, as Blavatsky said, clear cut no, that she will be no more a medium to receive instruction for Senate or Hume. But this attempt, 3 months attempt by Master M, by Blavatsky, and our own efforts all ends in a failure. And Mahatma regret it deeply. So, still after Blavatsky left India, settled in England, Mahatma still searching at that time to find another medium to give some kind of instruction to members of Theosophical Society, and Laura was chosen at that time, but it was ended in failure. Uh, so Mahatma regret deeply. The next sentence, I would, if I could develop this richly gifted nature, quiet and soothed in the bosom of the eternal truth, the sensitive soul ever suffering from self-inflicted wounds. Kindly see the wordings Mahatma used here. They can help us going out of the ways. They can guide us, they can give an instruction, but the problem lies with us. We are not purifying ourselves, we are not listening him, whatever instruction given to us. Uh, Mahata mentioned he could develop this gifted nature, quiet and sooth in the bosom of the eternal truth. But the problem is the sensitiveness of the soul, the sensitiveness of our the emotional body is ever suffering from self-inflicted wounds. Nobody created problem for us. It is we ourselves creating problems. Thereby, we are not becoming fit to travel in the path, travel to become to nearer the masters. So it is mentioned the sensitive soul ever suffering, always suffering from the self-inflicted wounds. The wounds is not given to anyone else because of our emotion, because of our the emotional body creating problems. So we are suffering by these wounds. Mahatma says, I can do nothing if she does not help me by helping herself. It is equally applicable to each member of Theosophical Society. If we are interested to travel, then we have to help ourselves. Otherwise, Mata will not able to help us. This is a clear-cut direction for us to help ourselves, means to purify ourselves, our all the three bodies, important bodies. The more we purify ourselves, the more we will get the blessings, instruction, inspiration, many things will come. So we'll go to the next slide. Another important point, try to make her realize that in occultism we, sorry, in occultism we can neither go back nor stop. That an eye is open behind every step taken forward. Simple example I am giving. We are in the traveling in the path, top in the mountain top. If we stop, there is no question of stop because we are traveling, then we may fall. Then return back, neither go back. Then Mahatma here mentioned there is a abyss, means a deep, wound like deep khai. So if we stop or if we go back, then we will fall in that khai, abyss. So that is not possible. So the go back means in this if we again busy in our mundane life, not following the spiritual path or spiritual progress, or we will stop, then the problem will arise because that abyss is always behind us. So we have to, if we are at all starting journey, we have to move forward. In daily life, we have to be more practical. We have to be aware of our present position, and Mahatma given earlier instruction, fix a time and do our spiritual work. Then Mahatma further given instruction to Blavatsky, be kind and gentle with her, whatever happens. She suffers, and patience was never a word for her. So we should have a patience. Mahatma mentioned we should have a patience so that we can be more uh, more in our journey, more we will travel, more we can we should always have patience. Then further point is she would be made a regular chela before she showed herself fit even for a probationary candidate. Kindly see the inner meaning. Sometimes many people in theosophical text, many people giving hints that he is not a accepted he is not able to travel. All these things we are always self-deceptive. Means I am not able to perform. I am not able to go. What position I am here? Here, Mahatma given what Laura Holway was there. She is already a disciple, and out of body she has taken place, but she is not our. What is her views? I am not a chela. She keeps on saying, ignorant of having placed herself as one unconsciously and when out of the body. So, discipleship, even somewhere leadbeaters have said that even fast initiation, you will be given uh, in your astral bodies, that you are not aware. So the point is, we should not be think of our progress. Whatever duty was given to us, kindly be performed for the benefit of the humanity, for the benefit of life around you through Theosophical Society, and then progressive will be there. So no question of I am not a disciple, whether I will be a disciple or not. All these things, not we should not think in our mind. So we'll go to the next slide. Oh, if I could have assurance that the book will be finished indeed. See with Mohini Mohan Chatterjee, both are writing man, colon, the fragmented history. So I am not sure whether that book was published by Theosophical Publishing House or not, but the what it is coming from these letters, probably it was not completed. So Mahatma here uh, given a instruction, whatever work we are going to do it on our own. Don't wait for the assurance of any president or any authority. Here in this case, Mahatma, no need of assurance from the Mahatma. You complete the work. Thus, while fretting over the short period before her, in the future, she loses hours, certain hours, day after day, instead of working it in the present, thus finish it. So, if we delay, means delayed permanently. So, Laura, instead of finishing that book, she delayed hour after hour, day after day. So that is the end of letter number 39. We will go to the next letter. Letter number 40, given to HBB for Laura Harvey. It is impossible for KH. It is written by Master AM because at that time Mahatma K was in a retreat. So it was a charge given to Master M to have the correspondence. It is impossible for KS to trouble every moment for the most unimportant matters. Unimportant matters, we are always troubling the great ones. Whether this will happen, whether that is whether possible or not, whether my children will be well established. All these unimportant matters, we are always questioning. Masters in a Theosophical Society. In other fields also, there are many people are questioning the authority to do all these things instead of doing himself. Why should she not have confidence in what you say, but must need have autograph from the masters? Why should you require your own confidence to do the work, to complete the work? No question of any thing, instruction from an authority. Then next slide. She was told to publish it simultaneously here and across the world, means here as well as in US, but has still less confidence in herself. We have already mentioned that confidence is a must in the spiritual path or whatever action we are doing. But even if she was told to publish it in India as well as USA, but she lacks confidence. Had she been docile to advice given to her, had she avoided fall daily under magnetic influence, that after first experiment dragged her down from the lofty plane of seership to the low level of mediumship, she would have developed by this time sufficiently to trust in herself with her visions. Here, sometimes we are influenced by the magnetic. What is magnetic? Some kind of a power, position, etc., whatever is given to us. We are more swayed by that magnetic influence. Even the psychic powers, even we can visual psychic powers of others, then we will be more attracted towards that. Even some kind of psychic influence also creating problem. So here, Laura, when she was preparing, she was given instruction or prepare or some kind of influence she received from the lofty plane of seership. Lofty plane of seership means the um, places, the locos, the topolocos or atmic planes. So that was the lofty planes of seership. Then by this magnetic influence, we are coming down to the lower level of mediumship. Suppose you are in a high pedestal, but you are more attracted to the lower things. So you are now coming down. You are forgetting the lofty planes, the experience, the whatever happened to you, that you have forgotten. But if we remain in that plane, if we remain in that eternal plane, that tapaloko and atmic loko, then what will happen? You will develop the time sufficiently to trust yourself, to trust what is your vision. If we reduce yourself qualitatively more towards the magnetic influence, what will happen? You will be low level, you will be low, medium level, and you will go to this organization, that organization who are giving some psychic boons to attract the uh, members or attract the people. So that should not be our aim. Then Mahatma mentioned, all you women are jin fools to yourself. By our attraction towards the lower levels, low level, uh, this creating problem for us. And it is really last and ready, and you are ready to sacrifice your own salvation by reducing at low level to become attracted to the magnetic influence. We are ready to sacrifice our the own salvation, which is the aim of each and every human being. Then we will go to the next slide. The house upasika. Here some kind of instruction given to upasika how because of her attraction, her wish to enhance the Theosophical Society, the members, etc., which we are now doing also. What we are doing, we are here, house upasika will find that reverential friend does not exclude pig-headedness, means those who are strong-minded people. We are attracting, we are making a member of Theosophical Society. Envy, jealous. The Patal Upasika will soon ascertain the danger during the development of mixing Western magnetism. You see, we have occult powers, occult magnetism, and Blavatsky, what she has done, she mixed with the Western uh, psych, uh, psychic power with the with the Eastern, so that create problem initially for the Theosophical Society. Subsequently, The members of Theosophical Society, senior members, they denounce it, and after that, there is no psychic exhibition on the part of the members of Theosophical Society. So that was really instruction given to Blavatsky, and he was one for that. And if she does not need, no more. It was given to instruction given to Blavatsky that you should not, under any circumstances, create any psychic or magnetic influence in the mind of the members of Theosophical Society. Mahatma further mentioned, if advice is asked, then it ought to be followed. You may tell her that if she stops for some time with you, then I can help her on behalf of Master K. Master K means Mahatma K. So Master M mentioned that advice, whatever advice given to you, you must follow. Otherwise, we don't have any chance for the progress in this spiritual path. Then we will go to the next slide. Here, Master M mentioned that Mahatma has no time because Master K was busy and didn't see herself feel that after she had sat near half an hour or so her visions began changing character. At that time, the disciple or Blavatsky was particular time was sitting before Mahatma, and she felt that after sitting half an hour, her vision began changing character. She marked that Mahatma is not interested such kind of work, means creating magnetic influence uh, in the mind of the people, so they will be more attracted to Theosophical Society. Ought this not to be a warning for her? Mahatma mentioned that. It is not a warning for her, means it is both Blavatsky and particularly Laura Holloway. Now, of course, she is serving a purpose. Blavatsky was given a chance serving a purpose, knew it in, but was made to forget by the other two magnetism. Take her with you. Here, given another interesting fact, we should, members of Theosophical Society world over, should read this particular letter, letter number 40 from Letters of Master series, Mahatma letter series number 1, letter number 40. How we are able to get the portraits. Here it is given that take her with you to Shimchen, and tell her to see. Yes, she is good and pure, Chela-like, only flabby in kindness of hearts. Flabby means not stubborn, not strict. Flabby in kindness of heart. Say to Shimchen is a German name, is a lack of firmness, etc. That is the in her his heart. But Master M here mentioned that I myself will guide his hands with a brush for K's portrait. So this gentleman, who is a German, he was asked to prepare the portrait, and somehow or other it was allowed, and that original portrait is in our headquarters of the Theosophical Society in ES Rhino. So those who are members and visited Adair in the ES Rhino, they will see the original portraits prepared by Shem Chen. Shem Chen, the German name. So this is the way the portraits are available with the members of Theosophical Society, and I tried my best to see the picture of Sim Chen, but it is not available in Google. Anyway, so we'll go to the next slide. Letter number 41, it is given to Laura Holle. Here is another important sentence. Courage, fidelity, truthfulness, and sincerity always win our regards. Mahatma given that we should have courage, sahas, fidelity, faithfulness, truthfulness, and sincerity. All these four will give or help us in our journey, in our spiritual journey, or we can be nearer to the masters. Then Mahata further mentioned, keep on child as you have been doing. Fight for the persecuted and the wrongs. Those who through self-sacrifice have made themselves helpless, whether in Europe or China. At that time, there are uh, many persons there suffered a lot because they are against the authoritarian rules in China as well as in Europe. Mahatma mentioned, fight for those persecuted, whether in Europe and China. Same thing is going on here in India, other in the other countries. There are many who are fighting uh, for the for the cause of the humanity, but the authorities in a different world, they are not able to listen you. So our duty is, members of Theosophical Society, to fight for the persecuted and the wrongs even now. And as well as that four golden principles: courage, fidelity, truthfulness, and sincerity. And I will go to the last slide, slide number 38. I will only one sentence, last sentence importance. I will correspond with you through her, but not unless you keep yourself faithfully the secret. You may show the letters, but never reveal the way they come to you. You will have to pledge yourself solemnly to that effect before I begin. That was a attempt made by Mahatma that they can start again correspondence to the members of Theosophical Society through Laura Holloway. I am not aware whether it was succeeded. Probably it was not. And the to get the correspondence even now, whatever whoever getting some instruction or inspiration, they must keep secret to their heart. They shall not under any circumstances disclose to others that I am inspired or I have gotten short and short thing. Then last sentence, blessing on you child, keep off cells. Cells means our three important bodies. Here in a Adair convention, it was universal intelligence and intellect. This intellect, emotion, and a physical body are the cells. We should be aware of that cells. So Mahatma said, keep off cells. And in one of his letter, he mentioned that if you are aware of your matter, then it is all spirit. So thank you very much for observing, listening, and watching this slide. Thank you, each and everyone. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Brother Pradeep ji, for explaining these letters so beautifully. They contain some very, very deep messages. And I now request Sister Meenakshi ji to give us the translation in Hindi.
सभी को प्रणाम, नमस्ते, थैंक यू सिस्टर, थैंक यू ब्रदर महापात्रा जी। आज हम लेटर नंबर 39, 40 और 41 ले रहे हैं। लेटर नंबर 39, यह पत्र मास्टर के HPB को लिखते हैं। मास्टर कहते हैं कि लॉरा होलोवे बिल्कुल अकेला छोड़ दे। आपको उसे किसी भी तरह से प्रभावित करने का कोई अधिकार नहीं है, चाहे वह वापस जाए या रहे। उसके भविष्यकाल का भाग्य उसके हाथों में है। मैं एक जैसे प्रश्नों का उत्तर बार बार नहीं दे सकता। मैंने उससे प्रयत्न करने को कहा, अब और कुछ नहीं कहूंगा। आप उससे कहे कि कभी कभी अपनी मनस्थिति में वह कितनी ज्यादा दृढ़ होती है, जिसने इतनी बार कहा कि वह एक क्षणिक सूचना पर मेरी तलाश में तिब्बत जाने के लिए तैयार थी, यह कहकर कि मास्टर, मैं आपके समक्ष हूँ, क्या आप मुझे शिक्षा प्रदान करेंगे? यदि उसे पता होता कि इस तरह वह वांछित ज्ञान हासिल कर लेगी, तब उसका व्यवहार परस्पर विरोधी है। यह किसी के मैग्नेटिज्म का असर है। उसका आने वाला पत्र और उसे प्राप्त पत्र से वह परेशान है। मैं नहीं चाहता कि कुछ समय के लिए सभी व्यवहार को थामने के लिए मैं इतना सख्त लगूं, और परिणाम यह है, जैसे प्रत्येक अर्थपूर्ण शब्दों को रिकॉर्ड किया जाता है, वैसे ही प्रत्येक निरर्थक शब्द को रिकॉर्ड किया जाता है। यदि उसने अभी तक गुह्य विद्या के इस मूलभूत सिद्धांत को आत्मसात नहीं किया है, तब और आगे बढ़ने की अनुमति देने से पहले उसे उतना बताया जाना चाहिए। मैं तुम्हें उसका भविष्य नहीं बताऊंगा, न ही आपने वह देखने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए। आप जानती है कि यह नियमों के विरुद्ध है। फिर भी यदि इस सब का विफलता में अंत होता है, तब आपको इस मामले में व्यर्थ खर्च हुए 3 महीनों आपके और हमारे अपने प्रयासों और मास्टर एम के समय के बर्बाद होने का अफसोस नहीं होना चाहिए। आपने मदद की होती, हानि उसी की होगी। मुझे बहुत खेद है। यदि मैं इस निहायत ही प्रतिभाशाली व्यक्तिमत्व को विकसित कर सका, तो स्वयं द्वारा दिए गए घावों से पीड़ित इस संवेदनशील जीव को शाश्वत सत्य की गोद में शांत कर सकूंगा और पीड़ा को कम कर सकूंगा। यदि वह स्वयं अपनी सहायता करके मेरी सहायता नहीं करती है, तब मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता। उसे यह एहसास दिलाने की कोशिश करे कि गुह्य विद्या में हम न तो पीछे हट सकते हैं, न ही थम सकते हैं, कि आगे बढ़ने वाले हर एक कदम के पीछे रसातल खुलता है। चाहे जो हो, उसके साथ कृपालु रहे, सौम्य रहे। वह पीड़ित है और सब्र नाम का ऐसा कोई शब्द उसके लिए नहीं था। इससे पहले कि वह स्वयं को परिवीक्षा अधीन कैंडिडेट यानी प्रोबेशनरी कैंडिडेट के रूप में योग्य दिखाती है, तब उसे नियमित चेला बना दिया जाएगा। वह यह कहती रहती है कि मैं चेला नहीं हूँ। वह इस बात से अनजान है कि अनजाने में स्थूल शरीर से बाहर होने पर खुद को एक चेला के रूप में उसने प्रतिज्ञाबद्ध किया था। ओह, यदि मुझे यह आश्वासन मिलता कि पुस्तक समाप्त हो जाएगी। सचमुच इस प्रकार आगे उसके लिए कितना कम समय है, इस बारे में चिंता करते हुए वह मौजूदा स्थिति में काम करके और अपने कार्य को खत्म करने के बजाय दिन ब दिन हर एक घंटा खो रही है। अगला पत्र मास्टर एम एचपीबी को लॉरो होलोवे के बारे में लिखते हैं। मास्टर एम कहते हैं कि हर पल मास्टर के एच को अनावश्यक मुद्दों के लिए परेशान करना नामुमकिन है। इसे रोकना चाहिए। आप जो कहती है उस पर लॉरो होलोवे को यकीन क्यों नहीं है? वह मास्टर्स द्वारा निर्देश चाहती है। उससे कहा गया था कि वह इसे यहाँ और विदेश में एक साथ प्रकाशित करे, यानी उसकी पुस्तक को, लेकिन उसे अभी भी स्वयं पर यकीन नहीं है। यदि वह उसे दी गई सलाह का पालन करती, यदि वह मैग्नेटिक इन्फ्लुएंस प्रभाव के तहत प्रतिदिन पतन होने से बचती, जो पहले प्रयोग के बाद उसे सिद्धत्व के ऊंचे स्तर से मीडियमशिप के निचले स्तर तक खिसकाया है, तब वह अब तक अपने विजन्स में यकीन करने के लिए पर्याप्त रूप से विकसित हो चुकी होती। आप सभी महिलाएं स्वयं के प्रति और एक सज्जन और स्नेहशील सहचर को खुश करने के लिए नादान है, अपने स्वयं के उद्धार को त्यागने के लिए तैयार है। हाउस उपासिका को पता चलेगा कि आदर युक्त मित्रता दुराग्रह, जिद्दीपन, ईर्ष्या और जलन से बाहर नहीं है। पाताल उपासिका तुरंत पाश्चिमात्य मैग्नेटिज्म के घुलने मिलने के बढ़ने के दौरान खतरों का पता लगाएगी। लॉरो होलोवे फिर एक बार उसको आगाह करे, लॉरो होलोवे को फिर एक बार आगाह करे, और फिर भी वह इसकी परवाह नहीं करती है तब और चेतावनी न दे। यदि सलाह मांगी जाए तो उसका पालन हो। आप उससे यह कह सकती है कि यदि वह आपके साथ कुछ समय के लिए रुकती है तो मैं मास्टर के एच की ओर से उसकी मदद कर सकता हूँ। मास्टर के पास निश्चित ही अभी समय नहीं है। क्या उसने यानी लॉरा होलोवे ने स्वयं यह महसूस नहीं किया कि उनके साथ आधे घंटे तक बैठने के उपरांत उसके विजन का स्वरूप बदलने लगा? क्या यह उसके लिए चेतावनी नहीं होनी चाहिए? बेशक वह सत्कार्य कर रही है और उस व्यक्ति में है यह जानती थी, लेकिन उन दो मैग्नेटिज्म वाले व्यक्तियों ने उसे भुला दी। लॉरा होलोवे को आप अपने साथ स्मिचेन के पास ले जाए और उसे देखने के लिए कहें। हाँ, वह लॉरा होलोवे अच्छी भली विशुद्ध और चेला स्वरूप है, केवल दयालुता में ढीली है। स्मिचेन से कहे कि उसकी मदद की जाएगी। मास्टर के की तस्वीर बनाने के लिए मैं स्वयं उसके हाथों के ब्रश को मार्गदर्शित करूंगा। अगला पत्र, लेटर नंबर 41। यह पत्र मास्टर के एच लॉरो होलोवे को लिखते हैं। मास्टर कहते हैं, साहस और निष्ठा, सच्चाई और ईमानदारी हमेशा हमारा ध्यान आकर्षित करते हैं। आप जो करते आ रही हो उसे जारी रखें, चाहे यूरोप में हो या चीन में हो। जिन्होंने अपने बलिदान से, त्याग से स्वयं को असहाय बना लिया है, उन उत्पीड़ितों के लिए और जिन्हें गलत ठहराया गया है उनके लिए लड़े। मैं उसके माध्यम से यानी एचपीबी के माध्यम से आपके साथ पत्र व्यवहार करूंगा, लेकिन तब तक नहीं जब तक कि आप ईमानदारी से इस रहस्य को अपने तक सीमित न रखें। आप पत्रों को दिखा सकते हैं, लेकिन इसका कभी खुलासा न करें कि वे आपके पास किस तरह से आए। इस तरह मेरे शुरू करने से पहले यानी पत्र व्यवहार शुरू करने से पहले आपको सत्य निष्ठापूर्वक प्रतिज्ञा लेनी होगी। बेटी, आपको आशीर्वाद है और शैल से दूर रहे। थैंक यू। नमस्ते।
Thank you, Meenakshi ji, for this translation. And now I request the participants, if they would like to discuss anything or share their views, they may please unmute and speak. Many of the sayings or the teachings given in these letters, they have been compiled and quoted in some books, the sayings by the Mahatmas, because these are some very important teachings for all of us.
Sorry.
Pradip
Yes,
ji, would you like to say something?
yes, these letters are very important.
Mhm.
In the sense, there are many things we can be able to get if we really proceed in the or you are interested in the spiritual journey or to say to be nearer to the Mahatmas.
Right. One important thing which I felt here was that even during our sleep, when we are in the astral self, in the astral body, at that time too, the initiations can happen or the teachings can be given to a person. And he may not remember when he wakes up in his physical body. That is what the master has indicated in these letters, that Laura had already pledged herself as a chela. So, what we can do is to sensitize our physical self so that we can carry the memory with the experiences which we have in our subtler bodies, we can carry them back to our waking consciousness. That is one thing which is quite remarkable.
Yes, then another thing, we should not be self-deceptive that what is going to happen, or we are not yet a disciple, or whether Mahatma is guiding us. But we continue our duty to the humanity through Theosophical Society.
True.
So that naturally the obvious result will be in our favor. But don't expect any result. Continue our work. There is no difference between mundane work and spiritual work. All work is our work for the progress of the humanity. Help the humanity, perform the duty, and naturally the result will come automatically. Yes.
Thank you very much, brother. And if now there are no more points of discussion, then we can close today's session.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So thank you all for participation, and I think we will be able to complete the next letter in next session.
Yes. Yes. Next session.
Okay, so one more session for these letters which we are currently studying. And we close the session with our closing prayer. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Sarvesham Swastirabhavatu Sarvesham Shantirabhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Lokaः Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukhabhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste and thank you all for joining.